Shalom. So, so I want to speak on something that I want to speak about, right? Because it's my channel, right? Even though I don't own YouTube, it's my channel, and I can talk about whatever I want, however long I want. So let me talk about being a being a real warrior. What does it mean to be a real warrior? Well, you know, if we look at an example of what it means to be a real warrior, we have to look at Christ. Is the perfect example. There's a there's a verse in Exodus, I don't know where exactly, it's 13, chapter 13 or something, that says, I don't know what version it is, but it says, the Lord is a warrior and his name is the Lord. So the Lord is a warrior, God is a warrior. So a warrior, to be a real warrior, I think you gotta love. Like, God is love, you know. And I think that foundation, that basis, that basis, it distinguishes you from any other warrior. Because warriors, they kill, they they do these things, and they fight, right? But you gotta learn how to fight, and you can't just fight everybody, you know. And so it's important that you have love in you, because with love you can, let's say I'm in a mission as a Navy SEAL. I'm on a mission, and I gotta, if if I'm just a trigger puller, I kill everybody. But if I have love as my foundation, then then I choose wisely my actions. My actions will be rooted on love. Like, God tells us to love our enemies. So if an enemy comes up to me and is trying to kill me, I'll do my best not to kill him. There are some capture or kill missions, and I'll do my best, to the best of my ability, to capture, not to kill. That'll be the the trump card, which you don't use at the beginning or the middle. Use it when it's most needed. So, out of self-defense, you can say. And yeah, so we gotta try to avoid that. Our main objective is not to kill, right? Is to set things right, justice, fight for freedom. Is about the motive of the heart. So if my heart says it's about love, then I'm more, wise about my actions. So a real warrior to me has to do with love, because God is love, right? And God is the perfect example of what a real warrior is. And I think another aspect of being a warrior is being willing to die, and willing to die, especially for your brothers and sisters. You know, your brothers and sisters in arms, your brothers and sisters in the faith, those who can't defend those who can't defend themselves. Um, so to me, being a real warrior is about being being willing to die. Being willing to die. I'm not afraid of death. Because death has already been conquered. I already got the victory for that. I don't need to fear what's coming next, because I know God is in control on top of everything, and I know what's waiting for me on the other side. I'll meet my creator, the one I've been preparing myself for, the one who called me to be his own, the one who set me apart the one who loves me and knows me by name, knows the number of hairs in my head. So being a warrior is really special, and I think it's my calling too because nothing really attracts my attention as being a man. And I want to be. I remember thinking to myself something like, I want to be the perfect man. The perfect man. What is that? Well, I came to like a realization that there are men who have it all, right? Money, they have women, they're handsome, and you can think of the same thing for women. Um, there are some MFs motherfuckers that have everything, and but they quit. They quit. Like they're quitters. They don't see things through. Like I'm not there yet. I want to get there, so I'm speaking about it, and I'm not afraid to speak about it. So to be a real man, you gotta learn how to endure. You gotta learn how to endure to the end. You know, there's a verse that Jesus talks about on that who will be saved, and it's those who persevere to the end. So we gotta learn how to persevere. It's important, very important if we want to make it. Not giving up, and it's not a trait that I have mastered, but not yet, right? Not yet. But through hard work and dedication and discipline and consistency, we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. So where am I at? So becoming a real man, a real warrior, it's not just about fighting. It's not just about killing or dying. It's about protecting, leading, serving. It's about you know, it's about honor. So the honor belongs to God, but it doesn't hurt to have some for yourself. So yeah, that's my thoughts on being a real warrior, a real man, a real what has called me to be. Um, Somebody who can take the torch and carry it, and then as my time comes, and I'll pass it on to the next generation, my children, the up and coming young cats, and whatever. So yeah, yeah, mm, a real warrior, huh? So one of the things that one of the things I want to do when I what do you call it, when I mature in my walk, well, I want to open up an academy, a martial arts academy. Probably do a little bit of everything. I want to do that martial arts called Krav Maga or something like that. I want to do jujitsu. I want to learn how to box. I've had very minimal experience, right? But I know a little bit. I want to learn how to box, kickbox, Muay Thai. I want to learn how to wrestle. I want to learn how to. I want to learn some judo. I want to learn a little bit of everything. I want to become a martial artist, a real martial artist, a disciplined MF. A real. I want to become a real one. And I think what makes one real is love. It's a fun. It sets you apart because you know it sets you apart, and I want to be set apart. I am set apart. But there are levels to this. Like Christians are set apart. Whatever believers are set apart. Yeah.